So this is part 3 in the video training of how to launch your business day one to success blueprint. I didn't really intend for a part 3, but because this is so important, I really want you to get the full effect or the full view of really how to build out your business, give you the broader picture. So we've gone through step 1, actually part 1, where I showed you, the difference between promoting your link and actually promoting your system, promoting your own business in a sense. Then we went to step 2, where we talked about, well, now that you have your system, how do you promote it well so you could actually get to the process of getting people to join with you and start earning money in your business. So that's kind of where we left off, the crux of how this process works and what it looks like in terms of when you're promoting it. So back to the whiteboard, I'm going to go and do a little thing here. So now we're at the system. We already know that the system is the best place to start when you're building a business online, because that's where you're really going to have much success. So once you have your system and you're promoting traffic, it's like, okay, now pretty much what does the process look like? So before I taught you about the idea of learn, teach, and then you have success. So here, you're going to learn some stuff. And then the next process is you're going to teach the stuff. And then the next process is you're going to have success. And so you're probably stuck on the process of how the heck do I go ahead and teach this stuff, right? And I think that's where I was hung up before. It's like, what does that mean? What does that look like? But it's pretty simple, and I'm sure you've done it, and I've done it without realizing that you are doing this process anyway. I mean, this teaching process is something you're doing. The problem I was having was I was trying not to learn. I was trying to skip this step, not learning, and so I wasn't teaching anyone anything, and then I wasn't having much success. So the way you learn is you actually do. You do the things that you know you should do. You know, those gold standards things, the best practices in terms of doing stuff. So you're gonna do the best practice here. So the best practices of doing things online is you need your own system. And because you have your own system, you've learned what you need to learn online. And I'm gonna kind of reiterate that, because you have your own system, you've gotten to this point where you've gotten your own system, you've actually learned everything you need to learn in order to go teach it. Now, you're wondering, how do I teach it? Am I going to have to make these YouTube videos? Am I going to have to make webinars? Am I going to have to do Facebook Lives and all those things? No, no, no. That's not what I'm talking about in terms of teaching. So I kind of want to, you can certainly do that kind of stuff. And I think it's a natural progression. As you get more into this, you might get more excited about this and might actually want to do teaching on a different level. But the teaching I'm talking about when you're doing marketing online is that you're teaching your traffic, the people who come into your funnel, you're teaching them what you're doing. You're showing them what you're doing. So I'm not talking about teaching in terms of, pick a topic and go try and teach them what to do. It's the idea that because you've learned that you need a system, right? You know you need a system to promote a business online. You can't no longer promote just your link and think it's going to work effectively. So you've gotten that point. So you've learned what it is that you need to learn online by doing. So you've seen it, it's like, okay, I've seen this, and then you've actually done it, right? So the idea that you've done it, so you've gotten a system, you've put the system together, whether it be you personally put it together or you've replicated the system. And in fact, if you're in Best Easy Work with me or looking to join Best Easy Work, or if you're in any business and you need a system and one that you could replicate, I definitely have one in place you could copy and start using. So you have the system, right, up and running, that either you made yourself or you replicated from somewhere else. So the system is up and running. The idea that you've gotten that far is definitely proof that you could teach someone, because you've definitely had to go through, learn from someone else, right? You definitely saw something, you said, okay, that makes sense, you did it, so that means you've learned it, you now internalized it. It's now part of you. You could probably do it again, whatever you did to get the system. You know how to join the system. So now you're teaching your folks how to do the same process you did. The process of you learn something, You do it, you teach it, you have success. So here's how that looks. You have your system, you're teaching your people. So just by you marketing your business, so you're going to market your business, right? The system is going to market your business for you. These folks who come into your system are going to see this from you. So their introduction to this entire world of whatever business you're promoting is going to be through you, no one else. They're seeing you and they see, oh, I came to this person's page, I opted in to get some more information. They sent me maybe to what we call a video sales page. So the video sales page is nothing but a page that has a video on it. That's kind of an intermediary page before you get to the company's page to kind of warm the prospect up. So that you send them to a video sales page that you don't have to really, you know, make, because if you're replicating someone's system, this is already created for you. You send them to a video sales page, they get to the company link, and now they, could check things out and then join from there. The thing is, they're seeing the system through you. This is your system. So because they're seeing it through you, guess what? They're saying you are their teacher. You are their mentor. At this point, now you've become their mentor because you know what? These folks that you're marketing to have no success, right? They're looking for some opportunity, something that's lacking for them, and that's you're marketing to them, and so they found you because they're lacking something that says, you know what? This guy or gal just showed me something, and I'm interested, so I'm going to go check it out. So now you become their mentor and you're guiding them through a process of whatever business you have. And because you've now become their mentor, they're seeing the system through you. So you're sending them to a video sales page, educating them about the company, sending them emails, or your system is sending them emails, right? They don't know. So your system is sending them emails, and they're going, oh, this looks really good. So you show them things maybe 2 times, 3 times. They've gotten 4 emails from you. They're beginning to think now, you know what, this guy or gal knows something, and I should probably really check out this business and start really looking into this. And so that's how you start beginning to have success. Because you have, at this point, by sending out follow-up emails, is showing the people on your list, the audience that you've captivated in your system, that you know what you're doing. Just by having this system, it separates you from the people who are just spamming these folks right here with their links, and they know, well, this person just wants me to join their business. They got nothing to show me, right? So if you're just promoting your link to these people, they're like, why am I going to join this guy or gal? I mean, they have nothing to show me. They just sent me a link to the company. I could have found that myself. But because they come through your system, they're seeing this business through you. They're seeing how you're promoting it. So guess what? They are learning from you. Now the thing is, they got to go do, right? So the thing is, that's how you start having success. You are teaching them your system. You walk them through your process so they get to see your business the way you have it laid out. And it doesn't matter if you created it or not. That's not the important thing is. The important thing is you have people coming into your system who've seen the system through you. And that's the difference. So now you could do things however you want. You could keep your system as is, jazz it up a bit, put, some personal touch into it, put you into it. So when this person, says, I'm looking to join this. This seems really good. It seems real interested. I like the way this person presented this to me. Then they come back to you, and that's where you start having success. Now, of course, there's a little bit more, nitty gritty that there's some little details, always some little details that cement things together, right? So, of course, I can't teach you everything. As you see, this already took a part 3 to get to this point. But what I wanted to show you is the broad picture here of how this entire thing plays out on the internet in terms of when you're marketing, is the idea that you first need to have a system. So this now separates you from the masses, all those people out there who don't know what they're doing, right? And because you've now wised up to the idea, you know what, I need to separate myself. I need to be more of a brand where people see me and they're coming through my system as opposed to I'm just sending them to a link. They have no clue who the heck I am. They don't have no reason why they should really join with me because it's like they don't even know who they're joining with, right? They just see a link, click on it, okay, They might feel like joining today, they might not, and if they don't, you missed out if that's how you promote with just the link. Difference being, you realize at this point, I need a system, because if I'm doing all this hard work to get traffic into whatever it is, I need to be able to capture this traffic, to have this traffic be able to know how I do things, to say, you know what, I'm their mentor, I'm teaching. It doesn't matter if I, borrow the system from someone else. It's the idea that they are now making connection with me. So I'm going to cap this video up here because it's probably too long. I made it too long, three videos now. But here's the thing. I do have some additional training that I show you how to promote Best Easy Work if you're in Best Easy Work. So there's a link in the description box that you could connect with me. If you don't have a business, if you're looking for a business, whatever the case might be, I could probably guide you in some area here. So the links are in the description box, but the thing to take away from this is the idea that you need a system. There's just no way around it. And I've spent many years online trying to get around this process. Like, I didn't want to do nothing with it. And in the long run, it ended up costing me so much time because I was fighting the process of what I know that I should have done. Trying to go around it. And in the process of going around it, I was trying to find, the surefire blueprint, cheat sheet way of getting quick riches online. And in that process, because I was doing that, I was buying these really, I do hate the word scammy, but I was buying these scammy, no good kind of ebooks, trying to find out the magic secret, figure out if I buy this last ebook that promised me the secret of how to get rich quick, in a sense, that I was going to get the secret bullet. And it always came back to this concept. No matter what I've looked at, there's this underlying thread that you need to build the list. You need to have this process in place. It doesn't matter what it is. This process has to be in place in order to have any good end results in terms of having success. And it wasn't until I kind of, accepted that for myself and say, you know what, I've been doing this too long, working at this too hard, not having the success I wanted. And then after I found this process, actually I didn't find it, it was always there along. I accepted that, you know what, that was the true best practice online that really made people a lot of money. And that's when I started to have success. So if you're looking to have success with your business, starting from day one to having success, the best thing you could do for yourself and your business is to definitely set it up to have success from day one. If you try and go around this process, my friend, I think you already realize, but you're going to come back to this process and you're going to say to yourself, why didn't I do this the first time, as opposed to wasting time and probably money in the process trying to find some, shortcut to doing this? Why didn't I just, do it right the first time and be done with this? So there's links in the description box. Hopefully you saw this process and got some real good nuggets and information from it. Check out my next videos I'll be coming out with, and also I'll be posting some information to my group where I'll show you over the shoulder, step-by-step ways of how I actually got my business up and started. So I'll go more in depth about this by actually showing you exactly how I did it personally myself with this this overview system here. So if you're interested in getting information about that, make sure you sign up for my training below in the description box. So when I'm going to post that information, you'll definitely get the invite to come to the webinar so you can learn more about how I do this, and definitely be open for questions and answers. So if you have more specific questions, I can answer them. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Check out the links in the description box for more info.